What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ask Ellie, your favorite live business coaching show. I am super excited to be on here with you again for another amazing episode. Every single week we have amazing entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs join the show to ask real life questions about strategies they can use in their business. How do they stay motivated? How can they balance it all the things. Online there's so many different perceptions of business and entrepreneurship and what it actually is. And so I wanted to create Ask Ellie to give you guys real life answers to real life questions about starting and running a business. So without further ado, let's hop right into the show.
Answers to the questions that you need. Get the information so that you can plant a seed to grow your wealth and build a legacy. Need help trying to build? Just ask Ellie.
All right, y'all, welcome back into another episode of the show. I am so excited. I can feel we've got some really good entrepreneurs in the room today. I cannot wait to have you as a future entrepreneur on the show. So let me see who we've got in the queue right now. I see Stephanie. Stephanie, girl, come up to the stage and tell me where you're calling in from.
Hey Ellie, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very good. So I am calling from Boston, Massachusetts. We're out in the cold here. So,
girl, good luck.
I know it's crazy out here, but I gotta say, I still love it though. I still love the city. I don't see myself anywhere else.
I can imagine. Tell me about your business.
The question I have for you is actually, so I've been posting on Instagram for about 2 years,
okay.
But in terms of, so the reason I say that is because even though I started posting, so I was like, quote unquote, I was in business, but I truly didn't take it seriously until about, a year ago. So I started taking it more seriously. And the thing is, living in Boston, starting an LLC, is very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So I know because, you always talk about starting an LLC, because the thing is, I definitely want to, apply for some, either go the loan route or the grant route. But I really can't do loans right now because I'm working on my credit. So I just wanted to know, what other options do I have in terms of funding my business? Because
yes.
I'm spending literally my savings in this business, and I definitely want to make it into a full-time business. So currently I'm working my 9-to-5 funding this business and also using some of my savings. But I just wanted to know exactly what other route do you think I should go
to fund your business, right?
Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that's a really great question. And, funding a business is so real. Listen, that is one of the main things that, honestly holds a lot of people back from going into entrepreneurship is a lack of funding. And actually, statistically, women-owned businesses are funded significantly less than every other business group, period, to the tune of we might get 4% the amount of funding as it compares to what other groups will get. So as a result, there are some different levels of access to entrepreneurship. I would definitely say for you, Stephanie, a great way for you to fund your business right now, there's a couple ways, right? Business credit is going to be one. You should also consider writing a business plan. You should also consider writing grant proposals. So the reason I mention these three is a lot of time when people think about funding for their business, they think of just having, income and then using that income to get a loan. But if you don't yet have business income, your business is new, you're going to need to really prove and show what is the value of your business, even if you don't yet quite have a lot of dollars behind it. So having a business plan where you can clearly talk about, hey, here's the mission of my business, here's the purpose, here's the plan, here's what we're going to sell, and here's how much I need. And as well, grant proposals. So grants are actually free money that you do not have to pay back. And so when you apply to grants, you can apply for government grants, Stephanie. You can apply for private grants like Walmart, Visa, FedEx. I have a list, girl, for you, so don't worry. You can apply to all of these, and when you win these $20,000 grants, $50,000 grants, this is money that you do not have to pay back. This is money that you are able to use in your business to start scaling. So those are going to be three methods that you can use so that you really have a complete funding plan. You're not only worried about, using your personal credit. You're not only looking for ways to get business credit. You're not only looking for loans, and you're not only looking for grants. You can do a combination of the three. And a final funding recommendation I would give to you, Stephanie, and all of you all who are listening, is to do crowdfunding. So platforms like Kickstarter are really great because you might have an idea that a lot of people resonate with, and from what I can hear, it's definitely unique. So going on platforms like that allows people who believe in your business to throw, $100, $5, $1,000, and before you know it, you've raised money for your business. So Stephanie, do you feel like these are some things you can try?
Yes, I definitely can.
Yeah.
I definitely can try that because I've been wanting to buy your, I don't know if it's a class, but pretty much the one that has like the list of the different grants.
Yes,
There was one that you did recently where you said, it's going to be grant season starting in January. I saw you gave, you went over, the different that you so I was thinking about that, so I'll definitely get that because
yes,
it's important. And I actually have a second question. So the second question is about influencer marketing. So my business, so it is an active wear, it's a clothing brand, it's an active wear, a leisure wear clothing brand, and I want to hire more Black creators. So pretty much what I do is I go on Instagram, if everybody has their SEO and their bio, so I'll type in Black models and stuff like that. But I was just wondering, do you when it comes to influencer marketing, when it comes to influencer marketing or affiliated marketing, do you have besides Instagram, and I know TikTok creators are really big too, do you have another place where I can find people to work with?
Yeah.
Or is it just those two platforms?
Yeah, definitely. So there are some great platforms where you can get user-generated content, which is basically videos that other influencers create for you and you pay a small fee. You can get that from a site. It's actually called Billio, I believe. Billio. I will make sure that it's linked down below, and I'll make sure I give it to you guys in the audience. But that is a site where you can pay, $10, $20, $100, depending on what style of video you want, for an influencer to literally make the video and just send it to you. No long contracts, no complicated anything. It's a great place, especially if you have a physical product-based business, where you can get real life people to make real life videos that actually end up selling, because people typically want to buy from people that look like them or that they can relate to. So that's another great platform that you can use, Steph. And that was such a good question. I absolutely love what you are making happen, and I think you're tapping into the right niche. So let's see who else we have in the queue. Shout out to Dawn. I have a good friend named Dawn. Dawn, let me know where you're calling in from.
Hi, I am calling from Lancaster, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas, Texas.
Okay, awesome. So tell me about your business. What's your question?
So I am a basic pistol instructor. I teach people how to use a handgun or enhance their skill in shooting. One of my problems is I get people to the finish line. They want to participate in one of my classes or take private lessons, and then they change their mind. I can't get them to cross the finish line, and I'm not sure what's going on, what I'm doing wrong. But, in the expectation, they know the pricing, and I even did Black Friday sale. So people knew the pricing. I didn't hide anything, and they inquired, I want to do this, but they have not crossed the finish line and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so it's getting kind of frustrating because I don't know what the problem is. What am I doing wrong?
Oh, wow. Well, first, I want to commend you and give you some comfort. You are not doing anything wrong. We just need to implement some different strategies. And I want to ask you too, when you say you are getting them through the process, but they're just not committing, is it like they're going through a free trial, or you're giving like free services and then they're not buying at the end?
I have done several different things. I have done, let me give you a free lesson, and so you can purchase, the next lesson. Because I do private lessons and I do classes. And so, in the class is an 8-hour class.
Okay.
And so it's only so much I can discount it because I have to cover my cost.
Cost, yeah.
So.
And in the class, what are you going over with them?
So we're going over A through Z of your gun. I'm teaching.
Oh, okay, got it.
Your gun, and I teach marksmanship. A lot of people think, are
awesome.
You teaching license to carry? I'm teaching marksmanship. I want you to be able to hit your target. So I teach them everything about their gun, and when we're finished on the range part, I have them take their gun down and clean it. So they know everything about their gun when they walk away from my class.
Wow. I think that's really amazing and very useful for women. And so what this makes me think about is something that's going to really help you, sell more and close more. And we got to take it back to the brand statement, right? I help blank to blank by blank. So you help women to feel safe, feel confident, know how to protect themselves by teaching them how to use a gun from A to Z, right? So for me, when I hear what's happening in your business and that people are coming to free lessons, they're seeming really engaged, but they're not buying, they don't feel connected to what the information is going to do for them. They're interested by it, right? That's why they're coming, and it's free, so they feel like, okay, I'll go, learn some A to Z or A to B things about my firearm. But you want to make sure that brand statement is really clear, because as a woman, I'm afraid of guns, right? But if you market to me and say, hey, I teach you how to clean your gun from A to Z, or know your gun from A to Z. And the reason why I teach this is because women need to always know how to defend themselves, or, women, whatever statistics about women's safety. And my goal is to make sure that every woman between the ages of 25 and 45 is protected, knows what to do, knows how to work the firearm, and etc. Now, if I'm selling this to you, Dawn, and I'm like, come sign up for my class, when I connect it to that, do you want to buy? Do you want to enroll?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And it's just getting people to cross that finish line.
Oh, well, girl, let me tell you. I used to be a director of sales, and when we want to get people to cross that finish line, I highly recommend too, if you do sales calls, and something that would be beneficial, it's harder for people to say no when you ask them for their card at the lesson, right? And something that you can also do, instead of necessarily giving away the lesson for free, is have them put down a deposit, right? Hey, absolutely, come and take this class. And as a matter of fact, I'll let you come to your first lesson with only your deposit payment. And so what that's going to do is now you've protected your time, so at least you're making sure to get paid. So even if something happens, you still made your money. But what you can do is, with that deposit system, you have them essentially sign a contract, something that's going to make them agree that, hey, once they pay the deposit, they're going all the way through to purchase. Those would be some really good ways to protect yourself and protect your business as well, because what you're doing is so valuable, Dawn, and your time is valuable as well. So can you commit to trying a couple of those things for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Thank you
we
so
love
much.
it. You are welcome. That's a good question, and definitely a good business idea too. So I've got Sata in here, which is such a beautiful name. I hope I pronounced it right. Sata, where are you calling in from, and what is your question? Oh, it's Sarah. Okay, because it has a T.
Yeah, with the spelling when I was joining the Zoom. I was so sorry.
No, it's fine. Wow, excited to have you, Sarah. So, what is your business? What's your question?
Okay, I the last time I told you we have a tracking business. I started the Airbnb. Yes, and now I'm starting the butter, the shea butter. So yeah, please follow me back on Instagram. My name is Butter Lorette. Yes, on Instagram, please. I'll message you. And my question is, I wanted to get a business line of credit, but I don't want to use my personal to guarantee for it. So how do I get approved for the business credit card without personal guaranteeing for the credit card?
Yeah, great question. So I definitely would say this. You want to make sure that you apply for lenders like Clearco, for example, or lenders like PayPal Credit or Square Working Capital. And the reason for this is you're able to get approved for these amounts. You're able to get approved for this money simply by using those payment processors. So most lines of credit are going to ask you for your social, right? We know this to be true. But when you have your business bank account, you're using a sales record, you're using a sales processor, and you are getting sales online, then you are able to get approved with these companies like Clear, like Square, like PayPal, like Stripe, even like QuickBooks if you're using them for invoicing. So that's definitely going to be the best way for you to go ahead and start getting approved and using just your business history, If you don't have the strongest personal credit, then you're going to want to have your business bank statements together and all those things to be able to make it happen. All right? Girl, I'm so glad that you came back to another episode. We are super excited to have you. And make sure that you are constantly marketing, right? The more sales you make, the better opportunity you have to actually get funding. All right? So I think we actually got another person in the queue. Now, you're going to have to let me know if I'm pronouncing this right, but Willar, come on up to the stage and let me know where you're calling in from. Hey, can you hear us?
Hi. Yes, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Hey, yes, I can. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from LA. I'm from the Valley area. Live in Hills near the Warner Business Center where I live actually.
Okay, I love that. So tell me about your business. What question do you have?
Well, I have several businesses that I want to start, and I've been putting them off. The domain names are ready to go. The email addresses are ready to go. But every time I'm ready to get started, I realize I need something else or there's another financial issue. So here I am, December. I thought I was going to be able to launch for Good Friday. That didn't happen. Here I am in the 1st of December. I want to try to cram and do like a speed launch and just keep my fingers crossed that I can get a few of the Christmas holiday sales before, but I'm not really letting that discourage me. I have a lot of more holidays coming up for late winter, early spring that these brands can still capitalize on.
Yes.
I guess my question to you is, being as though it is the end of the year, should I still go ahead and pursue registering these businesses, or should I just maybe take my time and get everything ready for 2023?
So
I did have.
Let me understand really quick. Do you have an LLC yet?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Right now, I actually paid for one, and then I canceled it on InkFile. I said I'm not going to spend $254 for them basically to pay $199 for them to get me my EIN number when I can do that myself for free. So
yeah,
I
for sure.
That was back on November 11th. I canceled it, and life got in the way, and here we are, December 1st, and every day I keep saying, I'm going to do it, and I keep putting it off. Right now, InkFile is only offering $5 for California to start your business.
That's good.
I still need certificates of operation, certificates of good standing. Do I need all of those documents? Obviously, one of the businesses is an e-commerce business, so I do need to get a seller's permit and a business license. Is that correct?
Yeah, so let's kind of run down the list of the things that you are going to need in order to make this happen. So I would say that there are definitely some advantages of going ahead and forming your LLC now for this year. Number one being a lot of states and programs like InkFile have discounts because it is the end of the year, right? So that can be a benefit. You're going to want to make sure you check with a tax professional in your state or just, a local one, because if you do file this year, even if the business makes no money, you're going to have to report the business on next year's taxes. So you just want to make sure you do that correct. Now, as far as what you need to get started though, your certificate of good standing is only required if a bank or a lender wants to make sure that your LLC is in good standing. It isn't anything that takes extra time. You can literally call the Secretary of State and get one sent to you within 10 minutes, okay? So you're gonna need your LLC, you're gonna need your EIN. You do not need to write an operating agreement up front because of the fact that you are the sole owner of your LLC. Typically, operating agreements are really good for if you are working with someone and you want to outline how you guys are going to work together. So, LLC, EIN, you aren't going to need that operating agreement just yet. You're going to get your statement of information. That's something that's sent to you at the same time. Once you form your LLC, you receive that information right then and there. And then, girl, go open that business bank account. Get your DUNS number, which is what you're going to use to start building business credit, and you are literally ready to go. And I want to tell you this too, and I want all you guys to understand this. My audience, those of you in the queue, do not let, though, your LLC hold you back from your business, because what I hear a lot is people are like, well, let me get my LLC, and they think that having the LLC is going to be this magic potion that has you push forward and start operating the business. But really, I never encourage anyone to stay longer than 60 days maximum in business without an LLC. But girl, if you got to catch these sales and catch this opportunity to market your business before the end of the year, start marketing, start selling, set up your e-commerce site. You don't need a seller's permit to start selling right away on Shopify. You do have time to get that. And then we can double back and get the LLC and get all the things. But we don't want to wait so long and then kind of put that in front of us and we lose excitement, because we are at the end of the year. And these Christmas sales and end of year sales are very real. So I want to make sure that you are in a position to take advantage of those, even if your LLC takes a couple weeks. All right? Does that sound like a plan? Willard, can you do that? I hope so. Let's see if she's still in the queue. I think she is. Well, I think she can make it happen. Okay, yes, you can make it happen. Awesome.
Okay, so I often hear that you need your operations agreement to go open up your business bank account. That's why I was concerned about that.
Nope, you're just gonna need your.
My friend set hers up.
Yeah.
Bank of America requested that she had the operation agreement.
You're just gonna need your LLC and your statement of information and your articles of incorporation. So maybe you're thinking your articles of incorporation, but those are things that come as soon as you form the LLC. So you're gonna get that from the states. If the bank is doing that, choose a different bank, because ain't nobody got time for that. And it is not required at every banking institution. So get the necessities that you need, and let's go ahead and launch, girl. You are going to be able to make some money before the end of the year if you can do it right now. Okay? Does that sound like a deal?
Absolutely.
All right, lovely.
Thank
and
you
say
so
hi
much,
to the
Ellie.
baby in the back. Sounds so cute.
Yes. Thank you.
That is amazing. So I hope those of you who are listening here too, again, don't stay months without your LLC, right? But also go ahead and start, right? It's not safe to sell several things for a long time without the business entity, because it's going to protect you. But in that same breath, don't let it hold you back from actually getting started. When I started my business, I figured it out for a couple months, and then I got my LLC and it was approved, right? So sometimes you've just got to see exactly what are we even doing, right? What is this business going to look like? And then you go ahead and make it official. So y'all, it has been another great episode of Ask Ellie. Oh, quick business shout out. So I am wearing Ellie collection today. This is a little bit of a plug, but this is definitely my fiance's creation. Shout out to you. And I am also holding a Bordeaux bag, period, straight from Ghana, West Africa. So had to do a quick business shout out. And for those of you who want to send in your business things, definitely do. I would love to shout you out on the next episode of Ask Ellie. So make sure you text Ask Ellie to 310-564-0065, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye. Thank you all so much for watching the show. It is my absolute pleasure to bring you this value and answer your questions live. I want to make sure that you understand that in no way am I giving you financial advice. I always recommend that you hire a licensed or legal professional for any of your financial, tax, accounting, or business needs, okay? Thank you so much for watching the show, and we can't wait to see you on the next episode of Ask Ellie. Bye-bye.